Hi everyone, welcome once again on Life Mentor by Kim. So this is your channel where we talk about everything that matters in life and where we learned about different topics and how to understand better and make proper moves and decisions. All right, so here is your coach and mentor, Mr. Kim. Welcome everyone. So, as you know, every time we have a new topic, before we get started, I believe all of you have subscribed. Please subscribe, make sure you like, and also comment or share with your friends or relatives. All right, so today we have a new topic that we are going to discuss as usual. So, our today's topic is it possible to change a person? Is it possible to change a person? Can we change a person? You sometimes hear this sentence, yes, she or he refused to change, or this person we cannot change, or this person cannot change, or this person will remain like this, or it's impossible to change. All right, so welcome once again on Life Mentor by KM. So I will be discussing on this topic today. So I hope everybody's here. Make sure you subscribe and let's get started. All right. So most of the time we keep hearing that we want to change a person, or some people are not changeable, or it's impossible to change a person. All right, first of all, I would like to answer by yes, we can change a person. That sounds good, right? And again, no, we cannot change a person. Yes, don't be surprised. That's true. All right, so why coach saying yes and again saying no? We are getting confused. All right, do not worry, I will be explaining on both aspects. Okay, why yes and why no. All right, first of all, what is change? So change is a process of one state, all right, to another state, or from one point, okay, to another point, or from one what can I say, attitude to another, and from one point to another point. So, from one point to another point, I think there is a movement. Yeah, there is a movement. Okay, so how come from one point to another point? So, that's not magic. That's not magic. Just from one point A to one another point B, from one state, okay, to another state. Okay, that's not physics, like from solid to liquid, or from liquid to gas or something. All right, so it's not physics, but that's reality. Yes, that's also a reality that we cannot come from one state to another state, from one point to another point, just like that. I believe you understand what I mean. So, change is just a process. A process. So, the change cannot just suddenly happen. The change takes time. The change takes some process, some steps. So, in our case, why a person cannot change or why we can change a person? First of all, we need to understand that the different changes are possible based on our will or another person will. So, I will to change, or does the person in front of me is willing to change, or is it able to change the person? Is it possible to change the person? So these are the questions we need to ask ourselves before we make wrong decisions or wrong moves or understanding. So, what can we change or what we want to change? Also, we need to understand those aspects. What we really want to change in a person and why we really need to change. Those are the questions to really think about and also mind when we are deciding those type of things. All right. So, can we change a person's attitude? Can we change a person's character? Can we change a person's mindset? Can we change a person's behavior? So these are the questions we need to understand. So as human being, we having a primary, all right, or natural, okay, internal behavior. We have primary, okay, attitude. We have primary personality that everybody has. Yes, everybody has his own, okay, natural and the principle, his own way and mindset. So we need to understand who we have or who we want to make the change with, and what is the reason of changing. So the change does not happen, as I said, suddenly. It's take a process, it take a time. And as human being, we need to make sure that the process is understood by the person we want to make the change. Do you think the person understands the process? And do you think the person knows the importance of the change? And do you know and think that the person understands the benefits, the profit of the change? So this is how we need to really work on and make sure we get the result. So what are the different changes? Good to bad, or bad to good, or good to perfect, good to excellent, excellent to perfect. So these are the different steps. What exactly we can change in a person? The person nature? Yes, we are born with our nature, which is natural. We all have our nature. But when we are in the society, we need to understand that our nature need to also make some little adjustment, not change, little adjustment according to the society. So for example, I have an important meeting, official meeting, so I need to be official. I have to go to pray, a church, mosque, or any other place. I dress up accordingly. I have to meet a friend. I have to visit a relative. I have to take a public transport. I have to take a plane. I have to travel to another country, another culture. So what I need adjustment. I don't need to change. I need adjustment. We don't need to change the person, but the person needs to understand the adjustment. The adjustment is understanding that where I am, with who I am, there are some principles. There are some things that does not work. That there are some things that is not what I think it should be. So we need to have that mindset. So when you have a person in your life, in your team, in your society, or around yourself, in your family, and you want to change the person, what exactly you want to change in that person? You want the person to follow you? You want the person to obey to your orders? You want the person to just be going through all the instructions? I believe that's not the case. In our case, the change is to make the person who is ignoring that there is some adjustment, because not everybody is aware of the change of places or situations or different aspect or different person in front. So we need to make sure we communicate with the person of the different adjustment, and give a certain time and understanding to the person to proceed slowly and to understand the importance of that adjustment, that the adjustment is profitable for the person himself or herself and for the society. Then the person will gradually understand the change, that it need to remain him or herself. All right, he need to keep his personality, he need to keep his nature, his behavior, his attitude, but he need to mind and understand the different situations and the different possibilities or the different places. So in that case, the person will always remember that, all right, I've been informed that in this place or in this situation, this is what I'm supposed to do. In this status, this is what I'm supposed to do and follow. I'm not changing. You are not changing the person, but you are making the person aware. You are informing the person. You are making the person know, because not everybody knows. Not everybody is aware. They might read, they might hear, they might see, but they might not understand. They are still ignorant of the importance of adjusting to some situation, some places, or to some people. Yes, sometimes you meet a person and the person behave differently because the person is not aware that in this case, this is how we need to behave, or this is how we need to present ourselves, this is the way we need to talk, this is the way we need to really react. Yes, so those things need to be, what I can say, explained and discuss, communicate prior. Then the person understand the importance, the benefit, and the process with the time. Then slowly the person will make some improvement to understand and make some decision to say, all right, I think this is really important, and I think it's right to do, it's right to go for it. But it's not just instructional, like, okay, I think next time don't do this, or you need to do it this way, or no, we don't instruct to a person for a change. We don't stop a person for his primary nature, his primary behavior, all right, his primary characters, all right, to be changed. But we need to communicate with the person, our relative, our spouses, our colleagues, or our children. All right, we need to communicate that this attitude or behavior is not okay, because in this way, this is what happened. So I think we have to do that way. So one important thing in the change is you need to be an example. You need to practically be visible in those actions of changes. Yes, or adjustment. You need to be a model for the person you want to make the change. You want to make a person change, you need to be, first of all, the one to motivate the person, the one to really give a confidence to the person to really do so, to really cooperate, to really adjust with what you really want the person to do, according to both interests or the person interest. Because if you want the person to adjust to something, to your personal interest, then it's become a bit difficult. But when the person knows that the interest of the change or the adjustment is for both, and is for the betterment of some relationship or some improvement or some personal development, okay, because of course we want the person to change because we want the person to develop some skills, some competencies, and some character that would really be profitable to the person, not only for ourselves or not for only themselves, but for others as well, because they might be really useful to the society, really useful in presenting many other aspects of their life. So the main character of the person can never be changed. The person remain the person, 100%, until unless the person decide himself or herself. That's one good part. Yes, individually the person can decide, but if a person want to make another person change or adjust, it take time, it take a process, it take a communication. Yes, it might take very long time to the person to really understand the importance and the profit, the benefits of that change or that adjustment. Yes, that is very important. And also, you need to be a model. Yes, a real model for the person to really understand that change is for themselves, is for everybody, and is for the society, and is for their status. Yes, because you need to understand where you are, who you are, which place you are, which occupation you are, and which status do you have. You are a bachelor, I mean, single person. Obviously, you will have some attitude as a single person, or character which is really showing that you're really single, you're really a bachelor, but you are married, you living with the person, or you sharing a life with the person. Obviously, there are some adjustment. You are in a team, you are not working alone. So obviously there will be some adjustment of getting to listen to others, and getting to instructing others, and getting to really move ideas together. So obviously it's not like your personal work, so you're not going to decide, you're not going to behave, you're not going to have your personal personality be above, okay, and try to rule in some way a team in a different working place. Definitely it's a really official place. So those aspects we need to really mind, okay, be mindful to make sure that we adjust accordingly, to be really looking into where we are and what we do, to not misplace, misbehave. We misbehave because we really do not understand where we are, with who we are, and what is our place and our status in this team, or with that person, or in this area, in this situation. So first of all, you identify those things and really make some adjustment, all right, for the sake and the profit, for the purpose. That is really important to keep in mind. I believe you understood, and now you will have a better mindset on making a person change, or changing yourself, or trying to understand why a person does not change, why a person is unchangeable, why this person is changeable. So that is the different aspect. So keep always tuned, and make sure you follow us, and remain always positive, and get more idea and process in the better manner. That was your coach and mentor, Kim. Stay tuned, and bye.